Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi and thank you so much for being here. You guys, I got the Botox. We're gonna spend an entire video going over my entire experience with it once I'm at full results, so keep that in mind. But I did want to tell you that I do have it. I got it on May 12th, so I think that was like 4 or 5 days ago from when I'm filming this. So if you've noticed a little no movement, that's why. And you know me, I'm a very expressive person, so I just got a sprinkling of Botox, you guys, a sprinkling. I can still do things. That really wasn't too many things, huh? Here's the results as of today. Anyways, I don't want to get too far into it, but just know that's coming. But today, we are going to do a little Ulta and Sephora haul with first impressions for pretty much everything in here. There are a few things that I haven't tried, but most things I have. I actually went to a friend's baby shower this weekend and I ended up packing a lot of the new things that I purchased just to try and test them out while I was home. And I have a lot of thoughts, good and bad. I actually already returned one of the products. So if you're interested in a few new launches and just geeking with me, keep watching. I talk about skincare, makeup, mental health, vlogging. We do hauls, we do a little bit of fashion too, and I would love to have you subscribe. Rude. Okay, should we start with Sephora or Ulta? Should we start with Sephora or Ulta? Sephora or Ulta? I think let's start with Sephora because I've tried most of this and I can give you a little feel about them. Okay, so let's start with something that I know a lot of you guys are interested in, which is the Tower 28 SOS Serum. So if you are new here, then you definitely don't know about my love of Tower 28, but I am obsessed with Tower 28. It is one of my favorite makeup brands. I would say Tower 28, Say Beauty, Kosas, Milk Makeup, those are like, that's kind of my style. And one of the reasons that I love Tower 28 so much is that a lot of their products are actually approved by the National Eczema Association. I struggle with eczema, I struggle with having sensitive skin, with acne, just general skin irritation. And they have a very, very popular product called the SOS Spray that is made with hypochlorous acid that kind of helps with irritation on the skin, helps with eczema, and can also help with acne. That is one of my favorite products of all time. I use it everywhere, kind of like the dad from My Big Fat Greek Wedding uses Windex on everything. I use the SOS Spray on everything. So they recently came out with a serum version of their SOS Spray. I obviously had to get it, but I have to be honest with you guys, I really do not think you need both. After using this now for almost a week, I do have some thoughts. The first thought is that this bottle is very small. It is about the circumference of my Summer Fridays eye cream, if that tells you anything. Like, it's a small serum. It has 2 ounces of product in here, but it is a water-based product, so it really doesn't spread as well as something with a little bit of oil or something that has a little bit more of an emollient feel. So I do feel like I have to use upwards of 2 to 3 pumps to get my entire face covered. The other reason I feel like you don't need both is that the ingredient list is pretty much identical. This ingredient list is ionized water, sodium, magnesium, fluorosilicate, and hypochlorous acid. It's basically the exact same thing as the toner. It's just in a more, I don't know, thicker, serum-based feel, but honestly, once you rub it into your skin, it feels just like as if you had sprayed the product on. It's not going to really hydrate you too much. It doesn't have anything like glycerin or hyaluronic acid in it. It's really just a different form of the SOS spray. And personally, I think that I prefer using the spray just because it's a little bit easier and I can carry it with me on the go. I also have a big refill tub, so I can always have my products being refilled, whereas with this, I would need to continue buying the serum on its own. Does that mean I don't recommend it? No, I think it's a great product. I absolutely love the SOS line, but I'm just saying if you're just dabbling in it, you probably just need one, either the serum or the spray, depending on how you like to use things in your skincare, but I don't think you need both. And next up is a product that I was like on the fence about buying, but I just am really drawn to a cherry red sheer looking lip. It's like my favorite kind of lip to wear in the summer. And I passed this Patrick Ta plumping gloss in the shade Full Syringe. Yeah, it's just called the Major Volume Plumping Gloss. And I don't know what came over me, but my body picked it up and put it in my cart. I have heard really amazing things about these glosses and I have really enjoyed Patrick Ta, but I do have so many just like this. I have the Dior shade in Cherry. I mean, just looking over at my vanity right now, I can see like 4 or 5 very similar products to this, but let me tell you, this is the best one. Yes, I think this is the best one, even over my Dior lip oil. So let's talk about it. First of all, the packaging is so luxe, so beautiful, and I absolutely love the shade of this lip oil slash lip gloss. It's like a pinky red undertone. So it's going to work on a lot of skin tones because it has a transparent base. So it's not gonna give you any of that milky lip like a typical lip gloss would. This is a lip gloss, but it gives me that same feel as the Dior lip oils in the sense that it lasts a long time on the lips. I have it on right now if you couldn't tell. I applied this probably 5 minutes ago and it has gone through a heating phase and a cooling phase. I'm not really sure what the main ingredient is for plumping in this product, but it does give you a little bit of heat and then cooling at the end. It's absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't overdo it with redness on your lips. It lasts a long time. I love it. This video is already at 8 minutes long, so I'm not gonna talk too much more about this, but just know I am really, really impressed. I don't think I'm gonna get any of the other plumping gloss shades because this one is like doing it for me, but if you have been eyeing it, it's definitely worth it. Another makeup product that I got is a new highlighter from Merit Beauty, their Day Glow. I picked mine up in the shade Kava. I actually already have one in the shade Bounce, and I have done a full face of Merit on my channel before, sponsored by them, and they had sent me the shade Bounce, which is kind of like a more champagne-y muted pink shade, and Kava is the straight up gold shade. So I wanted to try this one. Also, I went over to this section specifically because they created a new shade and I really wanted to try it, but they did not have it in stores. I actually think it's gonna be better suited for medium to deep skin tones, but I'm really glad I picked this one up. I already have a highlight on right now, but I'll put a little bit more on here. This is definitely a highlighter for the no makeup type of person. It is incredibly emollient and balmy, but very thin, lightweight, and again, with like a little bit of a transparent base. So it's not going to give you too much color, but just a really beautiful sheen. It's so pretty. It's a twist up tube. I really enjoy Merit. I have loved most of the products that they have released, including their highlighting balms. These are easy for every day on the go. You can put it on directly on your face and then rub it out with your fingers without messing up the makeup underneath because it is so glidey and easy to use. So if you are an everyday makeup person, I think you would love this. I also think if you have mature skin that you would really, really enjoy this brand and this product specifically. So the last thing that I bought from Sephora was actually a fragrance set, which I was not planning on doing when I showed up in the store. This is the Clean Reserve set. This was $48, which I felt was an absolute steal because these are all pretty decent size for the fact that it's $48. They're not as big as their travel size sprays, but still, like that's a good amount of product for almost 50 bucks. I was looking at a specific scent in here, the scent Skin, which is kind of like a vanilla Madagascar scent. And then I started smelling some of the other ones and I was like, God, I kind of like all of these, but I don't want to buy a bunch of travel sizes. And the perfume man at my Sephora was like, we have a travel size set here. And I was like, this is perfect. So I have already tried a few of them. Again, the one that I was most interested in is the scent Skin. It has a purple packaging on it. The reason that I liked this was that it reminded me of, did you guys ever use Pink Sugar when you were in high school? Like everybody used Pink Sugar, either the body spray perfume, the hair perfume, whatever it was. It's sickeningly sweet. It smells like actual sugar. Something about this scent has the same vibe as Pink Sugar, but way more grown up. It's obviously that vanilla scent, but it's just like a grown-up version of it. So I actually brought this home when I was at my friend's baby shower and I made them smell me and I was like, does this remind you of Pink Sugar from middle school and high school? And they were like, yes, absolutely. But not even close to being as sickeningly sweet. So I was really intrigued by that. And the other one that I loved, which will be no surprise to you guys, was the scent Radiant Nectar that has an orange packaging. And the main note in this product is pears. And it turns out I freaking love pear perfume. I wasn't gonna buy this one either because it smells very similar to Ariana Grande's God is a Woman, which is also a pear scent. So I was like, well, I don't wanna buy a full size of that one either, but now that it's in a set, I had to buy it. There are 6 actually in here, not 5. There are a few others that I'll definitely use and maybe a few that I'll give away. The only thing that I've noticed about these scents, despite how beautiful they are, is that they do not last. And it's so sad. I sprayed the Radiant Nectar one on me today, like all over my arms, my chest, and my hair, and I don't smell it at all. Yeah, like not even a little bit, which is so disappointing because the scents are gorgeous. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, whether it's applying on top of a lotion, applying to my clothing, like, because I really wanna make them work. They're absolutely beautiful scents, but man, they do not last. Super disappointing. You know what did last? Pink Sugar. All day, all night. Hashtag bring back pink sugar. I wanted to mention one more thing from Sephora because I have gone down the rabbit hole of KSkin. If you don't know what that is, it's a brand from Winnie Harlow, who is a model. And if you follow Cassandra Banks, and you have probably seen a lot of the drama that has come from KSkin, she had tried out a SPF, the Isle Glow Face SPF, and I'll link her video down below. It is the most disgusting looking product I've ever seen. When I put in my online order and I was looking for my 100-point perk, I picked that SPF before I had seen the video. So I really didn't know, but I had seen other people in my circle try it and like it. Some did, some didn't. So I thought, whatever, I'll just get it as like a 100-point perk. And then I watched Cassandra Bankston's video on it and I was like, oh my God, is that gonna be disgusting? Like, is mine gonna be like that? And it kind of is. It kind of isn't, but it kind of is. It's like this balm, it's like a mousse that also is suspended in a oil. Mine blends out much nicer than Cassandra's, and it actually does have like a really pretty finish. I'm also probably a good 2 or 3 shades darker than Cassandra's skin tone. It has a super light fragrance, and a part of me like really wants to just try it. So I might try it. I don't know. I'm pretty curious. I will also say that this brand had a mineral sunscreen as well that was taken off of the shelves because it was like dyeing people's skin. It literally looked like mustard. So I'm like, do I really want to try this? It's do you hear that? It's a weird brand, guys. I don't know. Tell me down below if you'd be interested in me trying it. Okay, so that is the little Sephora haul. I will tell you, for Ulta, I don't know what came over me. I mean, I do know what came over me, and I'll explain that, but this is almost 100%. This is all drugstore priced products, and this is almost all the Ulta Beauty brand. So quick backstory, I am a member of the Ulta Beauty Collective for 2022. If you don't know what that is, I'm basically a brand ambassador for Ulta Beauty. Specifically on my TikTok, I am posting all of my sponsored content there, so if you're ever curious about that, you can check it out over there. But because of that, I've been testing out a lot of Ulta Beauty products. I also have 2 very close friends that work at Ulta Beauty corporate. One of them I went to college with, and I just talk to her all the time about the Ulta Beauty launches because she helps in formulating the actual Ulta Beauty collection brand. So we'll start with a few of those products. I wanted to first mention something that I didn't buy but that my friend Claire sent to me that I would have bought if it wasn't for that, and that is the Complexion Crush Medium Coverage Foundation. This is currently going viral on TikTok, and I am so happy about that because I actually had a hand in creating this. So my friend Claire, again, like a year ago, reached out to me and said, we're creating a new medium coverage foundation. Will you test out a few samples for me and give me feedback? So I did for like a couple months, and the product is finally out. People are getting their hands on it and they freaking love it. Side note, I am wearing it today. I did not set it with any powder, and I wear shade light, medium, warm. It's absolutely stunning. I'm so glad that it turned out. I loved the process of kind of being a part of the formulation. So if you're looking for a nice, really buildable light to medium / medium coverage foundation, definitely check this one out. But I also picked up another product from the Ulta Beauty line that has pretty mixed reviews, and that is the Youthful Glow Foundation Drops. I have shade light to medium neutral and light warm. I have not tested this out yet, so I cannot give you a review, but the claims are light buildable coverage and a luminous finish. That's pretty much exactly the kind of product that I like. It says to shake before use and start with 1 to 2 drops and build from there. I don't really understand why this is called a foundation drop because I know that it's very thin, but I do think you can mix this in with other products, kind of like you would a foundation drop, but this is actually just saying to apply it directly out of the bottle. So I'm definitely gonna test this out and see if it holds up with that claim. I have never seen anyone try this out, and sometimes it's fun to bring products back into view that were popular back in the day or maybe don't have as many reviews. So I'm gonna test it out, especially knowing that the Ulta Beauty brand has a lot of hidden gems. So if you've tried that, let me know. And the last thing that I picked up from the Ulta Beauty brand was their cream bronzer. I have both shades. It comes in 2 shades, and I've only tried one. So I have tried the shade Mocha, but I haven't tried the shade Tiramisu, and as you can see, they are quite different. I'll give you a little swatcher. Okay, so this is the shade Tiramisu, and this is the shade Mocha. You can see the difference in undertone. This has a very red undertone. This is more of a cool tone, like, I don't know, greenish brown undertone. I have used this one on my face, and I have not used this one yet. I could see this one being like a bronzer like an actual bronzer for the summertime. So I'm kind of interested in that. I don't really know how I feel about these. They're called the Oh My Glow, and I like the consistency. They are a little on the thinner side, but they smell like sunscreen, and I don't like that. I feel like the scent lingers a little bit too, so I just don't know that I'm gonna be wearing these as much as I hoped I would, but I will definitely test them out and let you know more. They had amazing reviews on the website, but they're just a little too slippy for me, especially when it comes to having oily skin in the summer, and the scent again is quite strong. So that might be a pass for me. The last two things I picked up from Ulta were influenced by TikTok, and they are from the Maybelline Green Edition line. I picked up the Maybelline Green Edition Super Drop Tinted Oil and the Green Edition Balmy Lip Blush. They really did a great job with advertising these products and picking the right influencers to talk about them, because I have a lot of friends who are in this ad campaign who I trust, so I felt like I could pick it up and I would like it. But I'm kind of feeling like that's not the case. And that has nothing to do with my friends and the ads, it's just a matter of a few things. First of all, the Super Drop Skin Tint. I was assuming my shade, and I was very much wrong. The shade range is very strange, and I got a shade probably two to three shades too dark for me. Let me see if I can show you. So this is shade 40, and she is probably for a medium skin tone. Even though it blends into my hand perfectly, I'm really quite tan right now, but my face and my hand are never the same, obviously, so this is definitely not gonna work for me. But beyond that, the fact this shade is wrong, which is my fault, this product is like a dry tint. How do I explain this? You know the Kosas tinted oil, how it kind of dries? I don't know how to explain it. This is sort of like a tinted oil powder. I just don't know that I'm built for wearing oils on my face directly. I was hoping that this would be a little bit more balmy and less like a straight up oil, which is my fault because it's called an oil. It's called a tinted oil. I might return this for the correct shade, which I'm assuming I'm either 20 or 30 instead of 40, and see how I feel about it, because if I try this on my face, I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to give you an honest review because it's just going to look so dark on me. So if you've tried this, let me know down below. I am curious about it, but I really haven't seen too many people on YouTube mentioning it, so TBD. And the other thing that I picked up again was this lip product. I like it. It's nothing crazy. I think if you're looking for like a nice sheer lip balm, there are a lot better out there than this. This one's actually pretty pigmented, but it is a nice shiny balm. This is in the shade Dusk, and I do like it. I like this color. They have a pretty nice color selection, but again, it is buildable and gives you a little bit more color than a typical balm would. Something in between a lipstick and a balm. It has a little bit of a scent, but nothing overpowering, and I think you get a lot of product in here, so I definitely don't hate this. I'm gonna keep using this, and I think this would be nice for like an everyday sort of look, and this is again in the shade Dusk. It just didn't stick out to me like some of my other lip products have in the past, but it could also be just because the packaging isn't really sticking out to me, which I know is a stupid reason, but it does play into it. Okay, so that is everything that I have picked up in the last couple weeks and the things I've tried. Let me know down below if you have questions on any of these products or you want specific reviews. And I do have a question for you guys. I'm looking over behind me where I have my PR before I take photos of them. Quick plug, on Instagram every Sunday I post pictures of all of the PR I've received from the past week, and then we go through sort of like a Q&A about them. Would you guys ever be interested in a PR breakdown where we go through what I've gotten in the past couple weeks and kind of talk about what you want reviews on? For example, let me grab one thing. I received the new Alicia Keys makeup line. I'm such a good influencer. She sent me 2 lip products, the glowy base, 2 cheek tints, and the brow gel. I would love to try this, and I think it could be a cute YouTube video, so let me know if you're interested in that. And that's what I mean, like I'm looking at the new Cali Ray drop, just things like that where no, I didn't necessarily purchase them, but I wanna know if you have an interest in them. So anyways, let me know down below. I will see you guys in the next video really soon. I'm sorry if my uploads are kind of random for the next couple weeks. I have a lot going on this summer and it's all exciting stuff, but it is just a lot of time consuming situations. I will be here, I promise. It may just not be every Monday and Thursday. So anyways, love you guys. See you in the next video soon.